Hi, I'm Tom D, and in this video I'm going to show you different ways how to get direct link to your video content on bunny.net. Let's start. I got a few questions about how to get direct link to the video, so I want to discuss today about those three sections: CDN, storage and stream. I'm not going to tell you about DNS and purge right now because this is not the topic. So first start from the stream. We have a stream here. You need to create the video library, and once you create the video library you can upload some videos over here. So in this case there is one video, and when you click on it you have a download button over here. When you copy that link you will notice that it contains the, let's copy that first, and here in the description, right, this is the link. It contains access key here, it contains download parameter, and here is a path. So basically here is a storage name, like a pool zone name, and there is a path like catalog, and then there is the access key. Why it's catalog? Because once you upload the file, once you upload the video to bunny.net, it converts that video to multiple formats, multiple resolutions, because it's a HLS. So when you play it using the player, it adjusts the resolution to your network connection. So that's why it creates multiple files over here. So that's why there is a catalog. So now when you download it, when you go to that link, it will download the data.zip file, and inside this is how it looks like. So you have a one data catalog, data.zip. Once you unpack it, you have multiple files and multiple catalogs. This is how it looks like, right? And there is one file that is original file, and that may not exist because it depends what you set up in your let me show you. This is encoding. Keep original files. So if you keep original files, that file will be there, otherwise it won't be there. You have a manage library, you have this file. If you want to download it directly, you can use the API. So when you go to the API, if you go to the Postman, you can see that there is a storage over here, and there is this pool zone, storage zone name, right? And there is a catalog folder. And under this folder you have multiple files and also folders. For example, this is object name, and this is directory. Is directory is true, so this is catalog. Now you have multiple files, exactly what is inside the catalog that I downloaded and unpacked it and I show it to you. So this is the structure over here. So now if you want to get certain object, for example, let's check the one that is not directory. This is video MP4 format, and this is original. So what you can do, you can run the query command to obtain that original file, and let's prepare that query. So you can basically click that original, place it at the end, and then you can use send. Now what happened, it downloaded that file, like downloading actually it's keep on loading that progress bar. After some time it will be done, it will download this file. This is binary file, of course, so you can see some header here. So now basically if you download this kind of files, you can redirect it to the file instead of displaying it as a text, because this is not text formatted, is a binary file. So what you can do, you can run such curl command. You can access that path exactly how it is in a Postman, and place this access key. So now it's downloading exactly the same file, and as output you choose original and add the suffix .mp4, because it will not save it with the suffix, with the file extension, so your default video player will not understand and treat it as some unknown file. So now you can see that file is there, and you can play
DWN in Web 5?
And you can play this file over here. So this is the example how you can download certain files. Now if you keep this link and go to your WordPress, I can try to embed, then type video and insert from URL. Enter. It is saying it's not supported, but let's check another one. Let's delete this. It will not work like this probably. Okay, this is catalog, so slash at the end. So now let's have a look at the other files. Okay, this one. This is object name, this looks good. So let's place it here, and this one I will use as a link. Okay, code editor, I will switch to code editor, and there is the link. Update the link. Okay, exit code editor, and let's see. No video of supported format and MIME type font. Okay, why is so? Presto player. Presto player. Okay, Presto player with raw file. Presto video URL and press it here. Okay, let's see if Presto will work on that. Let's see that website. Okay, embed via original file. It seems doesn't work. Presto player with raw file. Let's see this one. If you look at the catalog, it contains these TS files.
Where you keep all your important things.
This is optimized for streaming. So I think that catalog should be there. For example, this is the catalog. This is the catalog. Let's see. I'm pointing to the catalog that is 240. So it contains this content, MPEG streaming. Okay, this one I wanted to update. Exit code. Let's see. Okay, so still like providing the catalog doesn't work, but you can download that file. Like I explained to you, like you can use a curl to download that file, although you are not able to embed that. Maybe there are the solution you can write down in the comments if you have any copy video address, right? If you have an idea how to make it work, but I don't see it's going to work. It's very slow. Basically, that was a case with the stream and download button. Okay, so when you upload to this library, it creates some temporary storage that is not visible here. Is not visible in the managed storage. This is custom created storage. So the stream storage will not be visible. How to get the link to here? First, you need to list the video libraries to get this API key. Okay, so let's account settings and this API key. Okay, so now with that API key, you can see the video libraries. So now you can see that there is a file, there is video library over here, but important is this storage zone ID. So now when you get this get storage zone API, you can use that to get this storage ID, and you can see that here you have the data like password, and that's the access key. If you remember, when you go to the stream, MP4, like this video library name, and you remember if you copy that link, that's exactly the same access key, 069 and ending at 67, and that's the password. So this way you are getting the access key, but first listing the available video libraries, finding that storage zone that was assigned for that video library, and then getting the storage zone by ID, and this you are using this API key because this is API banner.net. There are banner.net API, stream API, and there's edge storage API. There are 3 different APIs, and for them you need to have a different keys. So now this password you can use to get the files. Sorry, not this one. List the files, right? You can use a storage. That's the password for the storage basically. That's the password for this edge storage API. So you're using this access key over here. This password you're using here, so you can access the edge storage API and you can list the content. So that was the edge, that was the storage that you cannot see here under the storage, because this is the different storage. This storage has a different ID, and this is something I created myself later on. You can see how to get the access to the files that are uploaded to the stream. Although you will not use it to do the streaming, you will not use it to embed that into the player, because as you can see, it doesn't work. And this is the video that is embedded via banner.net player. And for that, I just copy this HTML div element and I place it on the website. So now when you see this video is embedded via bundle.net player, and this,
What is DW?
you can see you can play it. It doesn't have any issue. This is properly done. You can get the access to the files from using this API calls. You can access the file, you can download it from the UI, from the dashboard, from dash.banner.net. You can download the zip and all these files as a form of archive if you want to move to another platform, or if you want to keep backup on your desktop. That's possible from here, but this is not the way that you will access the file to share with your customer or run through your player, because I think it's too slow and it doesn't work. It was not the purpose. So that was the case with the streaming. Now there is a storage and there is a CDN. If you remember here, if you see this get storage zone, you can see that storage zone has a pool zones, right? So there is a pool zone name over here. And basically with that manage pool zones section, you can create your own pool zone. In this way, I created the pool zone. It has this name, toughcoding.p-cdn.net. Here, I have a storage that is connected to that pool zone. So when you look at here as a file manager, there is a video file. So now you have a file over here and you can see actions and you can see copy URL. So if I copy URL and try to get here, paste, it's forbidden. So I cannot access directly this file from the pool zone. Over here, you can click download this. You can download the file and play it over
What
here.
is DW?
But how to download that, how to make it embed into the player? So for that, you can copy URL, and I created this application as a Docker. So Docker compose app. Now it's starting up the Docker image, the application. To access it, place it here. So now I can place that link, and I need the security key. You go to the CDN, because you're not going to access it here, because these keys, this is the password that you can access the storage directly, how I explained to you when you were working with the stream. So this is the same story. We are not going to repeat that. Instead, go to the CDN, open this, and security. Under the security, you have a token authentication, and this is a URL token authentication key. That key you need to copy, and then you are going to this application I created, place it here, and then you have a link.
What is DWN?
Exactly, this link is working right now, so you can copy that link, and here you can use that over here to place it as a link under the video block, HTML block for video. And there is also the Presto player. And here, if I show the code at the end, there is a Presto player and there is a source, right? And this is the link I can place. So update this and let's see the result. I'm refreshing the page and here it is. And now with Presto player, let's play it.
What is DW?
It's working, and now video block.
What is?
It's also working. But as you can see, if you share this way, you have this link. You can set up the time, expiration time. If you see, you can have expiration time that can be, for example, 10 seconds. And after like 10 seconds, it will stop working. So for example, 10 seconds.
What is DWN in web?
And after like some time, if I refresh that, yeah, forbidden because it expires. So this is an application I wrote, and if you like to have access to this application, write down in the comments so I know, so I can prepare it for you, so you also can use it. And this is the thing that if you place the link like that, the video will be accessible for a limited time, right? But you can easily download this video because it's just a file. You have directly embed file, so I can save video as. And even if you have a Presto player as an additional layer, you can use the developer and you can see that there is a source. Source is accessible from the web browser. You can directly get this link and download the file. So therefore, you are not securing your content. It's basically you are exposing your video file without any protection. So that's why I was making this video on YouTube when I was explaining how to protect the content using this embed via banner.net player that has all this functionality already in place, that you can secure, that you can sign up, and also you can limit the time so that video is accessible only for a few hours with DRM. So you can get this here. You have all the security over here, right? You can limit this to the domain, so I can place only domain so no one can embed this in another domain. You can have this view token authentication, CDN token authentication, you have DRM like media cage basic DRM protection, all of that is in place. Now you may think that how to make it only accessible, because that was another question that I was asked, that how to make this video accessible only to the login users. So for that you have this press apply. It basically use this WordPress nonsense to track the login users. Only them will be allowed to view the content. So you can limit access to your video by using the press applier and give a source to that video with the signed link and so on, using the stream, of course, not the CDN but stream link. And here you'll be limiting the access by press applier to the login users. So only login users to the WordPress, to the press applier functionality, this integration. It is paid plan, is not for free. Then only login user will be able to access that content. You have this integration over here, and as you can see there is a banner.net integration. I hope it was useful for you. Remember to visit my blog to get the latest articles about the knowledge, to learn about new technologies. Remember to subscribe, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye.